Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. I'm Uyosa Ugyagbe, you can simply call me Uyi. Today we're looking at productivity pitfalls, things that affect our productivity, and it's something that really causes for serious concern because most times we feel like we're doing so well, and then something happens, and then boom, we find ourselves on the ground, uh, 5 steps backwards, and so on and so forth. So today I'm going to show you things you can do to avoid this productivity pitfalls and how you can be better and improve upon your productivity as you go. Okay, so the first thing we need to look at is that we need to appraise our journey every time we get the chance to. Every time we get the opportunity to do that, we need to do so, because by appraising our journey, we're able to take stock of everything that has to do with us, everything that has to do with our business, our personal brand. So if you don't know how you started, you probably will not know how you're faring along the way. So take for instance, if you started the journey with five cars and 4 buses, and then 5 months down the line you are left with 2 cars and 1 bus, it means that there's something absolutely wrong in that journey. And even if you and sometimes you also start with maybe 5 buses and 2 cars, and after 5 years you've gotten one additional car to them, to the both the car and the bus. Your appraisal tells you whether you are on track or not, and how far you're going, if it's healthy or if you need to make some changes. And there are some things that we need to look at when we're appraising. So in order for us to appraise appropriately, we need to look at the overview of the work. We need to put the entire process on the table and look at it and say, okay, I started from point A, I started here with this and this and this, I had this and that. You take stock of your inventory when you started, and then take stock of your inventory right now to know if you've made losses, to know if your time has been well spent. Most times we go out in the day, we come back in the evening, we're tired, we're exhausted, we're famished, we feel like fainting. But if we really look back on those days, we didn't really do anything meaningful that added to the overall goal of our lives, right? So these are what we're talking about. So take stock of the overview of the work, and look at the start point and the finish line. Look at how effective you were, how did you use your time and all that. And I'm sure you're going to find something on there to do. So getting the job done with this system, it enables us to avoid the productivity pitfall. It enables us to stay on track. So if you want to stay on track and avoid the pitfall, you want to get the job done, you need to look at these 4 things very seriously. One, you need to pay attention to your pace. How fast are you going? Most times we compare our lives and our journeys to others, and it's really crazy. Sometimes it's really crazy. A 16-year-old boy starting out in the industry, comparing his journey to someone who's 40, and it's crazy because one, they are on different levels. Even though the 16-year-old boy may be successful, more successful than the 40-year-old, they're on different journeys, and they may have started at different times and all that. So there are a lot of things to put into place. So your pace should coincide with your start point and your finish line. Your pace needs to be in line with that. How long did you intend on doing what you want to do? For example, university program typically lasts for 4 years, right? So if you finish your university program in 3 years, then you are in good time, right? Finish in 4 years, well, awesome. But if you finish in 5 years, 6 years, then something is absolutely wrong. So that's what I mean by pace. You need to check up your pace with your finish line. How fast are you going? And if there's anything that needs to be done to help your journey. Secondly, we look at consistency. Consistency here refers to how often are we doing what we want to do. Sometimes we want to do something and then we find ourselves doing multiple things sometimes. So consistency here helps us to stay in track. It helps us to build stamina. It helps us to build a lot of things that are vital for success in our journey. So you need to stay consistent with what you want to do, and that will in turn help your pace. in achieving what you want to achieve. And third thing here is focus, which is very important because focus enables us to keep our eyes on the ball. Keep your eyes on the ball. In the game of football, if you remove your eyes off the ball, you are likely going to lose the match, right? So focus here enables us to keep our eyes on the ball while incorporating pace and consistency into the game. All right, which enables you to win at the sport of your productivity. And lastly, here I have on my slide is stealth. Stealth. Now, stealth here has to do with our caution. Caution. Now, most times we feel on top of the world, we feel like, oh, wow, we're superstars. We feel like, wow, we're going on the right track, we're on time, we're consistent, we're focused, and all that. Stealth here means we should apply caution as well. There are some things that should not be done while you're starting out. There's something that you should do. There's something that you should avoid doing. There are also some things that you should do while you're 1 year in business or as a personal brand. So these four things incorporated together is going to give you a swell productivity journey, I assure you. Thank you so